Good morning. Let's take a look at where our focus is today. And this is going to have a lot to do with where we're going and what we're going to be doing. So let's take a quick look at this and see exactly what it is we want to accomplish in this wonderful new year. And if by chance you're still focused on what you didn't have accomplished last year, or maybe you didn't meet your goals, maybe somehow you fell to the wayside, it's all possible that you never met any of your goals, but you tried and strived and you really, really tried hard. And that's okay. So what we're going to talk about today is when you focus on what you want to accomplish and what you want to have as your success. It is actually a small step to take. The biggest step that a person can take is, you guessed it, is you putting yourself forward and putting yourself out there, and don't let any of these distractions that comes with everyday life. Because what I have found is, granted, holidays and family and friends and parties and everything else, but oh, hi Dennis, how you doing? Anything else is definitely a positive in the form of you can do whatever it is you want to do. What I do is, as you've all heard me talk about this before, is I always write down my goals, and I write them down in a specific order that I want to create them. And I write them down in detail as to what I want my goal to be, how I want it to be, and what I want my outcome to be. And that's what you can do also. So what we're doing here is trying to get you focused for the new year, all of you out there, because you know what? It's amazing how well we can do when we have a focus. And it's all about being who you want to be and taking the action steps necessary to do it. Now, I promote what I'm doing. I promote whatever I'm doing in my opportunity or whatever I'm doing in any part of my business. I promote it all the time. And I don't mean I'm prospecting people. I mean, I'm promoting what I'm doing, which is I'm getting it out there, what I'm doing, and I'm showing how to do these things. And I post in the groups, and I post, on my blog, and I, have different things. And of course, I have a virtual assistant. Her name is Karen. And you've probably had some help from her once in a while, because I'm one person and I can only do so much. But Karen's been off on a very lovely vacation here for the last month. Gotta hand it to her. She's awesome. So in that note there, when you create the life you want, your life is yours. You can do whatever you want. But you have to be focused on what you want to do and look forward. Don't focus on what exactly didn't happen last year. Don't focus on what didn't get done. Don't focus on everything that didn't happen. Focus on where you want to go. Focus on what you want to do. And when you do this, when you have that focus, that laser targeted focus, there's no one that can stop you. You are unstoppable. So I'm inviting you tonight to a webinar, and it's going to be hosted by Brian, and he is going to be talking about 5 steps that will change your outcome for this next year. And actually, if you use these steps and you use them all the time, then you will find focus and you will see your life change. And it's all up to you. One thing I can tell you is never, ever focus on what you don't have. Never, ever focus on what you can't do. What happens is when anyone out there focuses on what we don't have, you're going to get more of not having it. When you complain about not having or you can't do, or there's always an excuse or whatever, you're going to get more of that. So when you stop that, and I mean stop it, if it starts to enter your mind, push it away, because you know what? It's not necessary, because you are successful and you can be whoever you want to be. I truly, truly believe, and I've used these systems, I've used these techniques, and I have focused on everything I want, and I have success, all because I listen. When I ask a question in my group, or on the different groups that I belong to, or mainly my primary group, if I ask a question and I'm given an answer, okay, it's okay to question the answer if it doesn't seem right. But do you know how many people are in a group? We have thousands of people in our group. And sometimes the question I asked wasn't worded correctly. So when I change how I worded it, I get the answer I need. And there's always the answer, and it always depends on if you want to succeed or not. But if you focus on everything that's wrong, if you focus on not having or not being and blaming someone else for everything that's gone wrong in your life, in your business, or whatever, you're going to get more and more of that. It's plain, it's simple, and it's to the point. The universe will just keep giving you more and more of what you think about. So, like I said, when I did my last broadcast, you have to be in tune with where you want to go. It's a new year. This is day 2. So what you want to do and how you want to do it says a lot about where you're going to go. It says a lot about the outcome you will see and feel in your business. Now, it doesn't matter if you're not following the steps specifically laid out. You will use them in your own way. You will turn the steps around and you will create them to work for you, to be where you want them to be. And everyone has a way of changing the way that something is done to make it work for you. I do it all the time. Like my company, my system, I'll have a system in place and someone else will come out with something a little bit better. Well, I find that if I can tweak what I'm doing a little bit, I can have more success in my business. I can have more success. Sometimes it's just a matter of looking at what someone else is doing and then just tweaking what you're doing. And a little tweak could be changing your words a little bit, changing them to, focus on what you want. Like, you're not going to hit the jackpot overnight. It doesn't always happen that way. And that's okay. Because when you focus on what you want, and you can use simple steps to make your outcome come to you the way you want it to. But you have to take the steps. You have to be the one to put your lifestyle into action. If you don't, then it's all up to you. So everything you can do is up to you. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter where you were. All that matters is that you're focused and you're going to take yourself, your business, your lifestyle to the focus that you want it to be. If you want to be successful, if you want to have financial freedom, if you want to live on a beach somewhere, be a beach bum, that's fine. Whatever it is you choose to do is going to be your choice. So take a look at what your focus is and where your choices are, because you're creating that. That is what you're creating every single day. Every thought you have, every feeling you have, and it doesn't matter. And the way I'm on my, I don't know if you guys are commenting over there or not, but I can't see the chat right now because of the device I'm on. So if you're commenting, I'm so sorry, I cannot see those. But what I can tell you is be specific in your own life, in your own way of what you want to do, how you want to do it, and ask for help. If you're not sure of what you want to do, ask for help. And don't ever, ever blame anyone out there for what you are not creating or for what you are not accomplishing, because it's no one else's fault. It's no one else out there that is stopping you from creating what you want to create. It's up to you, individually, all of us. We all have our own path, our own way that we want to see things come to light. So I invite you all out there to take a look at this webinar that's going on tonight. Sign up, because you know what? You want to start your year off great. You want to start your year off in a positive place. You want to start your year, not my year, not your neighbor's year, no one else's year, but you want to start your year off on a positive note. And whether you use these systems or these strategies that are going to be on this webinar tonight with Brian, then use what you want, tweak what you don't. You know, it doesn't matter. All I can say is take a look at it, use it if you want to, implement what you want, and don't worry about what you don't, because there's always a way out there to find what you want to do. Maybe you just want some extra time to have with the family, to have a vacation, or, you know, whatever it is. There's always a way. There's always a way. When you don't complain and don't focus on not having it, focus on that you have it. It's yours. It's your life. It's your way. Why not? Exactly. Ask yourself, what is holding me back from having the life I want? What is holding me back? How am I holding myself back? When you ask that question of your subconscious, how am I holding myself back? You may be surprised at the answers that you get, because you know what? You're actually an unstoppable being. And I believe you're unstoppable, because you're on here, you listen, you look at what everybody else is doing. So now it's time for you to take the positive action and get yourself going. What you do or don't do does not affect everyone else around you, because they don't care really if you succeed or not. If you look and your friends, maybe your family, maybe they don't understand what you're doing, you know, whatever the case may be. But when you surround yourself in a group of people that are doing what you're doing, you're going to get the positive reinforcement that people will care. Yeah, you're succeeding. Yes, you're going forward. Yes, you're doing this. Yes, you can do this. Then, when you put yourself open and you set your focus on what you're doing, what do you want to do in the next 4 weeks? What do you want to do in the next 6 weeks? What do you want to accomplish? It's that simple. But when you put the blame on everyone else around you for you not succeeding, you will never succeed. You will always fall backwards, because that's what you're going to get, more and more of it. Like attracts like, and it's a vibration. So you don't want to be in the like attracts like, where you're not moving forward, where you're not going happy. You want to be moving forward all the time. So come on tonight. Join me here. I will definitely be on. I don't hit every webinar that we have, but I hit all the good ones that I feel are going to be a benefit to me and what I'm doing. So my focus is always moving forward. My focus is always launching myself, and it benefits my family. It benefits what I'm doing, benefits the people in my group, the people that I surround myself with. They're benefited from me being focused and taking myself forward and launching. That's all I can do. And as long as I'm happy first, everyone else around me can be happy too. It's simple. It is that simple. So I invite you all to take a look at this webinar tonight. I've got a link in my header up there somewhere. Like I said, I can't see that today because of the device I'm on, but it is there. And take a look, get registered, and I'd like to hear positive feedback from you guys on what you're doing this week, this next week, this week, and give me some insight as to what's happening out there in your world. I would be loving to hear some feedback on all the success you're having, because you know what? I know you're having success. I know you are. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now, because I have a super lot to do. And thank you so much for joining me. I am very, very grateful for this time we have, and I'm grateful that you all take the time to come on and spend this time with me. Thank you so much. So again, it's to your success, and I wish you all the best. And I know you can be successful in whatever you do. As long as you keep positive and keep saying how successful you are, you're going to attract that. Like attracts like. Now come on tonight and see these 5 wonderful steps. I've gave you a couple here today. You may not see it, but it's there. And I will chat with you on, and I will see you tonight. Okay, bye-bye.